It's Okay, there's more serious fare, which is Jennifer Lopez's movie. Did you see it? Did you see The Boy Next Door? I'll tell you about that. Okay. Jennifer Lopez plays Claire, an unhappily married teacher who has an affair with her son's 19-year-old friend. So, it's an R-rated film. The Boy Next Door is directed by Rob Cohen, and it's written by Barbara Curry. And the film also stars Kristen Chenoweth, okay, and John Corbett. A special shout out to Hill Harper, who has a very small part as the principal of the school. It's very small, but we like him, so most people like Hill Harper, right? Of course, nowadays, today's generation of young people know Jennifer Lopez from American Idol, but Jennifer Lopez has a long and diverse career. She sings, she dances, she has some good movies out there on her acting resume, and she's this great entrepreneur. You got to be proud of her. She's this entrepreneur who has went about creating clothing lines, perfumes, books. Jennifer Lopez is a force to be reckoned with. Yeah, even at 45, she's this beautiful thing. And you got to be proud of her because she came up from the Bronx. She's a New Yorker. And when people were rejecting her, she still made her way. And don't you love that? Don't you love to see that? Okay, so Ryan Guzman plays the 19-year-old who Jennifer has the affair with. He's this nice-looking young man too, right? So the film opens with Jennifer Lopez's character, Claire, jogging, and then she's talking to her friend and co-worker, which is the high school vice principal, played by Kristen Chenoweth. And the backstory is revealed during the discussion. Evidently, Claire's husband was caught cheating with one of his co-workers. Her husband is played by the Sex and the City actor, John Corbett. Now, do you remember him in Sex and the City? You know, Carrie was engaged to him at one point. He was a nice guy. They called him Aiden. He was a furniture maker. And when they broke up, you know, it was very sad. Carrie was crying, and she was trying to reason with him because he kind of broke up with her. But she was saying, can't we be like the wood? Remember that? Can't we be like the wood? You know, with all the little fault pieces in there, but it's still okay. It's part of the beauty of the wood. Okay. That was just we're coming back. I'm coming back now. Here I go back. So that was John Corbett. Anyway, every woman knows when a man is flirting with her. It doesn't matter how young he is. It doesn't matter how old she is. All right. So this young man, he knows about the divorce. You know, she's divorced and having trouble within her marriage. So he says something like, you know, you're so beautiful. I don't know why any man wouldn't want you. And then he waits to see how the woman is going to react, which is Jennifer, which is Claire, you know, the character. And she'll say something like, oh, that's okay. You can say that. It's all right. You know, and like that, you know, he'll see how she reacts when he flirts a little bit. And then if it looks like she's going to, you know, might be receptive to more flirting, and then he tunes up his flirt. Instead of it being, you look so beautiful, boy, I would love to take you to bed. Or he'll think that's permission to put his hands on her body, you know, whatever. That's how it starts. So when this young man says these nice things to Jennifer, the next thing you know, Jennifer is thinking about him. He's the next door neighbor. So she's looking out of her window. She has on this sexy nightgown, and there are a lot of long shots of extended shots of Jennifer, like a couple of seconds in and out, where she's just, because she's so beautiful, you know. So she'll just be, you know, she'll pose. You know, she's this gorgeous thing. So, you know, there's just show her going to bed, and she has on the sexy nightgown with all the makeup on, of course, you know. And she then has on the beautiful lip gloss. I mean, she just looks great, and they're showing her body, and I don't blame her. She's an executive producer. Who can blame her? Yeah. So she's looking through her bedroom window into his bedroom window because he's next door, and kind of lusting after him, you know, is thinking about him, very curious. And of course, he catches her at one point, and their eyes meet. And when their eyes meet, he knows he's got her. Get it? He knows now she's interested, and she'll go further. Okay, so, of course, the next thing that happens is they have an affair. And then they have the affair, and she regrets it afterward because she's a teacher. He's a student. You know, even though he's over 18, there's no illegal, illicit type immoral, I shouldn't say immoral, unethical. There's nothing illegal about what they're doing. However, He's 19 and goes to her son's high school. If you're going to find a teenager, you might want to find one that doesn't go to your, don't find one that your son is, friendly with. No, that's not a good idea. But anyway, so it's done. She regrets it, but he won't let it go. Because at first, he seems very helpful, very kind. He's this handsome, gorgeous little thing. But then he becomes evil and sinister and menacing. And that's when the fun comes in, because now Jennifer has to figure out how to handle this crazy boy, this crazy young man. All right, so you're going to have a great time. Is it her best work? I don't know. I think you have to be a Jennifer Lopez fan to think it's her best work, but it's fun. And I've always told people a movie doesn't have to be perfect for you to go and have a good time, right? So the kids were cheering. The young people were, cheering Jennifer on because they have bonded with her on some level. She has a very young fan base, right? Some of her, not all, but she has a lot of young people. That's great, So you're going to enjoy it. I would say 5 being the best, 1 being the worst. The Boy Next Door easily comes in at a 3. It's solid entertainment. It's a lot of fun. You take it, and if you want to go a little higher, if you're a Jennifer Lopez fan, you can give it a 4. But yeah, you're going to probably say it's about a 3. Okay? And Jennifer, keep going. We love you. Take care. And next, it's Empire. Empire, episode 3. Okay, so